So I wanted to share one of the concepts that really underpins my understanding of the world as set out in my book, Citizens, Why the Key to Fixing Everything is All of Us. And this framework is what's called the two loops theory of change that was originally developed by the Berkana Institute, Berkana, if you want to check it out in more detail. And what they say is that in any sort of really fundamental shift, what's really going on is that something is dying at the same time as something else is taking shape. And I think this really helps us understand the world we're living in right now. So the first loop over here is the currently dominant story. And where we are right now is in this space here, in this moment of time when the old story is in decline and the structures and institutions that have made sense of our lives for so long are falling apart around us. And we kind of know that they're broken, but we're still living within them because we don't have anything else. At the same time, what's taking shape, the second loop, is the new story. And it sort of pops up in different places, hence these dots. And it's not really clear that it's one coherent whole. And the work in that time is to name it, to give it language, to connect it to itself, to introduce the system to more parts of itself, and to illustrate the way forward so that it can become a coherent story, so that we can build institutions and structures out of it that can come to replace those that we know are falling apart. And I find this so powerful because I believe what we're living in today is the collapse of the consumer story, the institutions and structures that we designed after the Second World War to hold our society are collapsing. But there is also something taking shape. There is also something being born. And the work of this time can't just be to stare at what's breaking apart, stare at what's collapsing. We also have to look at what we're trying to build. And that really is the driving energy behind the book, to try and name and give language and connect the story that's emerging, the citizen story.